Hey, welcome back to the Manny's Interviews. On today's episode of Manny's Interviews, we have Ryan Schwartzberg. Who's an amateur, and in a couple fights, he's going to turn pro. He's an up-and-comer, so check him out. Hey Ryan, what's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, Emmanuel? What's up, dog?
So, I can't pronounce your last name, so can you please pronounce it for the people?
I'm Ryan the Lion Schwartzberg.
All right, cool. So, you're an amateur fighter. You fought for M1 Global USA with the EAFL co-promotion on the amateur card. What do you think about your experience?
Oh, that was awesome. You know, that cage was interesting. And what's really funny about that night with M1, that was my first time fighting with M1 Global, so that was really cool. I felt like I was right there along some of the stars in the MMA community. You know, there's a lot of big names were there. You had Mike Brown cornering the guy right ahead of me. You know, so there's just a lot of like UFC stars and stuff. But I never seen that type of cage or never fought in a cage like that before. You know, where they got the cage at the bottom. It's like half a ring, half a cage. And I never seen the venue before I walked out for my fight. So, because I was a little late to the party, you know, so the first time seeing the venue and the cage and the lights and all the people and stuff was me making my walk to the cage. So it was cool, man. I felt a lot of energy, you know, and did my thing, got out of there with the W.
So you mentioned the rage. So you said you didn't know what to expect because it was a ring/cage, right? So
it's a rage. Oh,
yeah, it's a rage.
It's the rage.
So
very cool.
When you got in there, since you didn't get to see it before, when you got in there, did you think, oh man, I got to change my game plan? Because I noticed during the fight, you kept hitting the cage part at the bottom when you had him on the ground.
We almost rolled out of there, you know. And when I was taking Tolano down, he grabbed onto the ropes, which, you know, and he actually broke like the rope on the way down. And it was like, I mean, it was just something that, like, you know, whatever, we're going down. I'm the type of fighter that loves to roll with the punches. So, shit, if that cage were to break down and it would have started lightning, hailstorming, I would have kept fighting.
That's good to hear, man. Yeah, I saw the ref even smacked his hand one of the times to kind of let go. So, being an amateur, what do you do while you're not training?
Well, I mean, I'm always training. It's a constant grind, especially right now. I don't have the luxury of relaxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving up pretty quickly because of how much work you put. You get what you put out of it, right? Last year I did 11 fights. This year I'm looking to finish up with we did 2 fights this year so far, and I got 1 more amateur fight, and I'm looking to make my pro debut. So, what was the question again?
I even forgot, but don't worry about it.
Okay, I got it.
But you said, it was just like, what do you do on your off time? Like, do you work?
I have a lot of hobbies and stuff like that. I mean, we're outside right now. You can actually see my rodent business right here. But I also, right next to it, I have my gym. So, you know, I'm always training. I'm always staying ready because, you know, I'm not there yet where I need to be. I'm still an amateur. I doing well in my fights, but I have a lot of work definitely to do, and it's just I'm not even close to being able to take a break. So that's where I'm at. But as far as, you know, my life outside of MMA, I'm all about just building up the community of support and bringing together anybody that has, like, you know, what they're passionate about doing. You know, like I'm the fighter and stuff, but you know, somebody might be, you know, as you know, the cameraman, the promoter, everybody's got their thing, you know. So I love how everybody, you know, collectively supports each other, and together we all make something happen for us, you know, for each other.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we even got together the day of the weigh-ins, and we just clicked, and we just started talking right away.
Absolutely, my brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. So So you said you're working. So how do you work around? How do you work out around your work? Like, do you make your own schedule?
Yo, recently this past year, I've made my own schedule. I got away from the construction work that I've always been doing. I invested into this home here in Dania Beach, and this is really my business, is my home. Not a lot of people would really understand what my life is like because I do so many different things for sources of income. I'm the type of guy that's multiple streams of residual income. So this is my yard. Actually, I rent vehicles out of my yard as well. There's a car lot next door that fixes and repair cars, and I help them out with them using my yard. So I scratch, I scratch his back, he scratches mine. You know what I'm saying? But I do a lot of different things. I'm just very versatile and very business minded, and always looking for opportunities to jump on board and support my peers, as well.
So you also train at a ATT Sunrise, correct?
Yeah, I was there today. We had some hard sparring today, but that's like home base pretty much.
So how did you get into that gym? Have you always been there, or did you say, "Hey, I'm my MMA career is taking a step forward, so I need to be able to get the right training," or how did that work out?
Yeah, see, I'm actually very blessed. Like here, I'll show you here how far back I go. This is my MMA tattoo that I got when I was 17 because I was part of the Wolf Pack. I'm almost 30 now. So I've been involved with this community for a long time, and the American Top Team gyms were not as established as they are now. There was a lot of pros around and stuff like that, but it was just not as high end as it is now. And Roger Crawl and Doug Gelman, they were some of my first coaches when I first started training anything. They were my first mixed martial arts coaches, and that's American Top Team, and they've just always been brothers of mine. And I've been pretty much independent for my amateur career, but I go there to train and to get my guidance, support, and that's where like all my support as far as my training partners are. So it just felt natural to go back to home base where I've grown up training. But mostly my MO was, this has been my gym. American Top Team is the gym that I train at, but I jump around to different gyms because I had such a hectic schedule. Being an amateur, not getting paid, I still had to work and maintain businesses and generate income. So I wasn't able to full-time train. But now that my amateur career is coming to an end and I'm looking to take the next level, I've gotten closer with American Top Team. I show up on the Tuesday, Thursdays, and sparring days, and become part of the team before I really get blessed with having the coaches like Roger Crawl guide me and manage me for my pro career.
Okay.
I'm just putting in the work.
Yeah, definitely. So, being an amateur, how did you even start? Have you always been into like either wrestling, boxing, or how did your MMA career even start?
Yeah. Well, I've been an athlete since I was 5 years old. I mean, my whole life. I was a football player, which was my thing. I played football all throughout, Pop Warner, and then all through high school. And at the end of my high school career playing football, I got into martial arts. My uncle Freddie Schwartzberg, he was a martial arts pro, and I just had people like around me that were training. So I went and trained. Actually, what happened was we got jumped, and me, my brother, and my best friend, and we actually did well in the fight because we're just athletic, strong guys from training. And after that, though, I realized I needed some technique. So that's when it started for me. That's when I first met American Top Team and started training and so that. But after high school, I went on to play college football. So I had a pro style training regimen for a very long time. 15 seasons of football. So I didn't just jump into martial arts as just okay, he's an athlete who's good at martial arts. Yes, I'm an athlete from combat sports prior. So it wasn't really wrestling. That's why my strengths is my stand-up fighting, because I'm not a wrestling base. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning this shit. but I do have this athletic ability and agility and explosive power from all my years of training, football and stuff like that. So I know what hard work feels like. So that's why, translating into MMA has been, something very comfortable for me. I enjoy it.
So you definitely have the discipline for it. That we could tell. And your stand-up definitely showed this last fight. So when you were in the ring, so when you were in the rage, so
Rage.
did you feel like that fight should have been stopped a lot sooner? Because for a while there, it looked like he was just covering up. And even one of my partners, like the EAFL partners, we looked at it, we're like, okay, it's over, he called it off. But we didn't know they had just rung the bell. So it went into the next round. What were you thinking?
Yeah, very close to finishing. And I'll tell you why I didn't finish that fight. First of all, Delano, he's a very tough dude. I mean, definitely. I split him open and dropped those bombs, man, and he survived it. But I'll tell you what he wouldn't survive. An elbow. The amateur careers protect us from that, you know what I'm saying? But I thought multiple times throughout my ground and pound that if I could just strike this one elbow, I could finish. Because, punches, when you're punching, if it's just punches, it's very hard to finish a tough person. Like, it seems like, light gloves and stuff like that, but they're rolling and moving and you could burn yourself out and your punches aren't as effective, so that's why people go to the elbows and, or I should have perhaps transitioned to like body knees, but I could not finish him with my punches. Perhaps cleaner shots, and next time I will. Obviously my amateur ways have held me back some, but once I can do this.
Well, definitely. And I was the one that actually got the gloves and the shin guards. And those shin guards were so thick. How did it feel when you were kicking? Can you feel the difference?
I mean, absolutely, man. Your shin to a padding, that's a big difference. And honestly, when it comes to like padding and stuff, it's actually more of a mental thing because you think you need to kick harder or punch harder, if they're wearing headgear, let's say, or something like that. But in reality, you need to keep your same swag. You know what I mean? You need to fight how you do in sparring and not change it up. That's what's working for you. That's not how you train. That's not how you fight. Why is it different? Because it's competition.
Yeah, definitely. So after the fight, what's your process? Do you just say, all right, it's Saturday, let's get back on Monday? Or do you take a couple of days off? Or do you just say, hey, there's no stopping, let's keep going?
Well, that's been my mindset. Yeah, I've been taking pride in like being like a back-to-back fighter. So actually right before the M1 fight, a lot of people know this, I just won a kickboxing fight the week before.
I didn't know that, but we did.
Right, so I was trying to do something, special in my own heart. Get 2 victories, 2 weeks, within 1 month even, 2 fights and within 1 month. It was more so just a challenge for me and also show that, bring this new year to, just the lion is here. I'm going to win every fucking fight that I do, and I'm going hard back to back. Kind of set the tone, let people, get the fire going.
Yeah, definitely. It must boost your confidence.
But like you asked, what was my prize? After this, my first, my kickboxing fight going into the MMA fight, I actually was healthy. I had no problems, so thank God for that. But after the MMA fight, I did a reaching, kick, inside kick, and I bent the top of my foot down a little bit in the second round. And then, you don't really feel it during the fight, but when that happened, I knew I was going to be super sore for the next couple of days. So, but really just a couple days to limp around and ice it. But I take icing very seriously because I got to get back on it. I got to heal and then I got to get back to the gym because yes, I won, but I have more work, plenty of more work to do.
Yeah, definitely. I saw you limping. I saw you didn't kick with your shin either. It was more of the top of the foot. But you said next. Oh, how's it going? So next. So you said one more amateur fight and then you go pro?
Yeah, it looks like it. That's in my sights. I'm looking to get one more amateur fight by the end of the year. That will make number 12. And I've done seven MMA fights, and I've done 4 kickboxing fights. So I'm looking to hit number 12. My last fight, it's somewhat up in the air still, but it looks like I'm fighting another champion level. Well, he's a real champion. He's already has 2 belts already, and we're gonna fight a kickboxing championship fight, without the headgear. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, for a nice gold belt and a straight stand-up fight, so everybody can really see us banging out, and it'll be a good fight. There won't be any holding, straight banging.
Good luck. Do you have any idea of when, where, what that you'd want to tell the people, like where it's gonna be at your next fight?
Okay, sure. Well, that fight is still like up in the matchmaking process, but I will be fighting with Combat Night because they like to take the headgear off, and we agreed on the championship fight. So it's going to be mid-April.
Okay, so look out for Combat Night and look out for Ryan Schwartzberg. And anything else you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out? Any sponsors? Anything you want to pretty much promote?
Oh yeah, sure, man. Shout out to Fake Black Belts. Go follow at Fake Black Belts. If you haven't been watching the Fake Black Belt videos, you're missing out. And also, Rael is my Italian sponsor, and amazing support. I've also picked up some CBD sponsors, CBD Logic. Definitely go check on my page. And my Instagram is at @rschwartzberg. You'll see the line on there, and I'm very friendly and communicative on social media. Hit me back. I love to empower and support other athletes and anybody looking to do something special with your life. And shout out Emmanuel for having me on your show, dog. Thank you.
For sure, man. You said your Instagram, and we already said your name, Ryan Schwartzberg, on Facebook. Do you have Twitter by any chance?
I don't have Twitter. I'm responsive on Facebook. Catch me at just my name, Ryan Schwartzberg, and then on Instagram, you'll see my link. It's R Schwartzberg, and you'll see me pop up. The Lions got to be front page. You'll see me.
Sounds good, brother. We'll keep in touch and check him out on his next fight coming up. And good luck to you, man.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate all the love and support from everybody, man.
Peace out, man.
Here.
Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Punch that bell.
All right, this is recording.
That's recording. Should I record this one?
Yeah, just start recording right now.
Alright.
Because he's gonna call right. I just told him to give us a call.
Alright. Starting to record.
Hit the like and subscribe button. Comment down below. And punch that ring. What is it? Punch.
Bell.
Oh. Punch that bell. Like and subscribe below. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell. Comment down below if you want to see anything else. If you want this interview.
That's fantastic right there. That's probably the best intro you got.
Okay.
Cool.
Good.
That's exactly what you need to
Fuck!
do.
I didn't have this thing on though.
It's fine.
Okay.
It should be alright.
You sure?
That's how, I mean.
Alright. Alright, man. That was good, bro. Have a good one and wish you nothing but the best, bro, okay?
Hey, thank you so much, bro. So, are you gonna go ahead and post this on what, your website?
Yeah, we're gonna edit it and then we're gonna post it on our Facebook, YouTube, and I'll tag you. I got you.
Okay, cool, bro. Did we get everything you wanted to cover? Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, I think we got everything. Yeah, bro. It was a good interview, man.
All right.
All right, bro.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all, man.
No problem,
Till next
man.
time.
Take care. Bye.
Bruce.